Hello and welcome to CICD Test. As you all know, the whole course is there for free on YouTube for you to learn and excel in software testing. But if in case you are facing any difficulties in cracking the interviews, then we have come up with a complete new approach for interview preparation. So over here, we have the interview preparation Java plus Selenium batch. This is a live batch for 2 months. The course duration is going to be for 2 months. This is going to give you a complete boost in your confidence, as confidence is simply a byproduct of the knowledge that you have. Now to support this, we have our mock interviews from industry experts. We have a pool of manual and automation testing experts from the industry, and we will all come to cater you the best ever experience of a mock interview session. We are also going to provide you a detailed report of this interview session, wherein you will be able to identify what are the areas that you have to focus and what are your strong areas, so that you can lead your interview in the same direction as per your knowledge. The number of interviews that we are going to cover in this mock interviews package for 3,000 only is 2. So we are going to conduct 2 mock interviews, one mock interview to understand where you stand today, and the second interview will be conducted once you are ready with all the gaps covered as advised as a review of your first interview. Nevertheless, keep watching and learning for free. Happy learning, all the best. Now moving on, let's see if we are able to see, the division. So in division, let's simply, we are going to see division operator. In division operator, we are going to simply use the sysout. Okay, we are not going to define any variable or make the memory heavy of it. So simply, if I say 8 divided by 2, now what would be the output? 8 divided by 2. Guys, this is simple. There is no need to put any, much of your brain into this. What would be the output for 8 divided by 2? We have done this in our elementary school. 8 divided by 2. Anyone? Exactly, 4. So the answer for this one will be 4. See? Simple one. Okay. Now, if I sys out, 5 divided by 2. Now what would be the answer? 5 divided by 2. Can anyone tell me? 5 divided by 2, what would be the output? Anyone? Okay, both of you says 2.5. Guys, whenever you are using an integer is not a float number. Okay, it is not going to give you a decimal value. Okay, it is only going to give you the integer value. So if it is, let's say if it is 2.5, it is not going to show you 0.5. It is only going to show you 2. Okay, it is only going to show you 2. See, it is only going to show you 2. Now, if you want that it should give me, the right result for this, then either one of these two, either the numerator or the denominator, any one of these should be in floating value. Either it can be 5.0 divided by 2, okay, or it can be 5 divided by 2.0. Now it is going to give you a floating result. Okay, now here it will be 2.5 and also here it will be 2.5. See? So one more thing is very clear. See? So one more thing is very clear, that whenever you need the right decimal answer, you have to take the right value in the decimal format. Then only you will be able to give the answer correctly. You will be able to get the answer correctly. If you are using integer family is not defining any decimal for you. Okay, not even long, not short, byte, int, no one is going to give decimal value for you. Okay, so this is considered as integer family, and this as a floating family. This is a double or float, whatever you want to consider, you can. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, now you tell me one thing, Cisco. What would be the answer for 0 divided by 10? Guys, anything you divide, you keep the numerator with 0, it is going to give you 0 only. This is simple mathematics. Okay, if we run this, See, it is going to give us 0. Okay. Now, in the next line, what I'm doing is, see it carefully, guys. So I am dividing 10 and I'm going to keep the denominator 0. Now, what would be the answer? For line number 68, what would be the answer? Okay. For line number 68. Anyone? Anyone, guys? I am assuming these are previous answers. What would be the answer for line number 68? Fast, guys. Okay, you are saying 10. Error. Very good. So, Bhargav, what happens is it is okay. Okay. It is okay to be wrong. It is fine. Only then you will be able to be right. So, if you keep anything in denominator which is 0, I mean, if you keep 0 in the denominator and keep anything in the numerator, in mathematics, it is defined as infinity. We have done in this in our elementary school as well. This is defined as infinity. Okay. And guys, infinity is not defined in Java. Okay. What it is going to give you? It is going to give you arithmetic exception. Exception is basically errors only. Okay. So Manji was right this time. So AE, that is arithmetic exception. It is going to give you arithmetic exception. Now there is one more catch. See, it is giving me arithmetic exception. See, okay. So infinity is not defined in Java, of course. Okay. This is going to give you AE. Okay. Now this much is enough for you to understand the division operator, because this is the whole thing about it and these are the differences. So this would be enough for you. If you go in the interview, if you revise this much for division operator, would be great. Okay. Now let's say what we are going to do is we are going to sys out, okay, the modulus operator. So let me give a division over here. We are going to now discuss the modulus operator. Okay. So the mod operator. Mod operator is nothing but percentage. Okay. You must have gone through this earlier before whenever you have picked Java. If you have picked Java, modulus operator is nothing but percentage. Okay. Now what does modulus operator do? If I say 8 mod 2, what is mod really doing? Mod operator, okay, mod operator is going to give you what? It is going to give you the remainder. Okay. Now in our elementary school, how do we do the remainder kind of a thing? We keep here 8, we keep here 2, and we are going to see if it is going to give us any remainder. So 4 times 2 is 8, and there is going to be no remainder. So it is not going to give us this as result. It is not going to give us this as result. It is not going to give divisor as result. It is only going to give us the remainder. Okay. So this is fun, right? Now see, it is going to give us the remainder. Now, one more thing, guys. Please look at this. Whenever any line of code in Java is going to throw you an exception, the whole code is going from top to bottom approach, right? I told you just now that it is going top to bottom and going left to right, right? So in this fashion, when it has hit line number 68, it has encountered this arithmetic exception. Okay. So it is not going to go beyond line number 68. It is not going to reach to line number 73 to really execute this one. So what we can do as a small resolution for now, later we are going to understand how to handle exceptions. Okay. So right now we are going to simply comment this one. Okay. So that the code reaches to this line. Okay. Now see, it is giving us 0, right? Now, if I do this, sys out, okay, sys out 5 mod 2. Just see this carefully, guys. 5 mod 2. Now what would be the output for line number 75? Anyone? 5 mod 2. What would be the answer for line number 75? Anyone? Guys, you are sleepy or what? Just keep the pace high so that we complete things quite fast. What would be the output for line number 75? 5 mod 2. If the output for this remainder is 0, what would be the output for line number 75? Anyone? 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 Okay, it's okay. So what will happen is, see guys, this is going to be like this, 5 and then 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, right? So what is the remainder? 1. So the answer would be 1. This is something which we used to do in our school days, right? 0. Absolutely correct, Bhargav. Okay. So the output for this one is 1. The previous one was 0. For this one is 1. Okay. 847. 848. So Bhargav, are you trying to tell me that the output for this one is 0? No, Bhargav. How can is 5 divisible, completely divisible by 2? No, it is not, right? So 2 twos are 4. So 2 times 2 is 4. It is going to be left with 1. And this is going to give you, the modulus is going to give you what? The remainder, which is 1 in this case. Okay. And again, this is 0. The remainder is 0 in this case. Okay. Don't get confused, guys. Okay. So now, if I say 17, the last one to practice, guys, 17 mod 3. What would be the answer for this line? Line number 77. What would be the answer for this line? 17 mod 3. Anyone? Is 17 completely divisible by 3? No. Then what would be the answer for mod? The remainder would be 2. Exactly. 3. 5 times 3 will be 15. And then the remainder would be 2. Right? So the remainder would be 2. See? If I start this, see? 2. So I guess this is clear to you now by now.